There are so many amazing free crochet patterns that exist on the internet right now, and today I'm going to compile a list of some of my favorites to share with you. I've created so many of these videos where I scour the internet to find the very best crochet patterns and put them all together in a nice little list for you, but we've never made one that is entirely for free patterns, but more specifically free amigurumi patterns. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I put together a list of a bunch of different free patterns that I found on Instagram or Pinterest or really anywhere on the internet, and I'm gonna share them with you today. And before we get started, I just want to welcome you back to the channel. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Annie. I'm a crochet pattern designer and I share all sorts of crochet content on my channel, everything from crochet tutorials to crochet vlogs and everything in between. So if that interests you, definitely consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future content from me. And now, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the list of free amigurumi patterns. The first one on our list is arguably the most iconic, and if you crochet, you've probably seen this pattern before or you've heard of it, and that is this really cute little mushy pop from Cable and Canvas. I just had to throw it on here because she does have a free YouTube tutorial that you can follow, and the video is really easy to follow. It's one of my all-time favorite patterns. I always tell people it's my comfort project whenever I want to crochet, but I don't want to make something huge and I just want to have a small project. I always make these really cute little mushy pops. They're super easy if you're a beginner, and I highly recommend them. Next, we have this baby whale from All From Jade. She's actually one of my favorite designers. I absolutely love her pattern, so when I saw this free pattern from her over on Instagram, I knew I had to share it with you. I mean, it's so cute. You can do so many different things with these, and if you sell your crochet products at markets, I feel like this is the perfect little project to put into one of those claw machines. They're like the perfect size for just a small item that you can have on your table. If you like this pattern from All From Jade, you'll probably also like her mini octopus pattern. This is another free pattern she has over on her Instagram, and I just think it's so cute and so small, and it's sure to work up in just a couple of minutes. During my search for some really cute free patterns, I came across this adorable mushroom duck. I absolutely love his little hat that he's wearing, and I think he's just so cute. This would be such a fun little project. I honestly think that sometimes I forget how many free crochet patterns exist out there, so we really are lucky to have so many designers that do share their own patterns for free, and I want this video to remind you of that because there are so many amazing patterns on this list, and I'm definitely gonna prove that to you in this video. I mean, even the ones I've showed you so far are already adorable. I also came across this really cute chubby kitty. This seems relatively beginner friendly as well, and I know cats have just been all the rage in the crochet community. I mean, I might be speaking for myself here, but you can probably see behind me, I have a couple cats on my shelf right now. I've just been so obsessed with the cat patterns, and this is a great free one. The second I saw this one, I knew I had to share it with you because, I don't know, something about strawberries and frogs, you know, it's just my thing. I love all the cute little things. That's exactly what this is. It's just a cute little strawberry frog sitting on a lily pad. It's the perfect little spring project, and if you're market prepping, this is such a great little thing to have on your table in the spring months. I just love this pattern so much. I have my laptop right next to me and I just can't stop staring at them. They're seriously so cute. I'm telling you, if you use Premier Parfait Chunky and Coral and Key Lime, those are gonna be like the perfect colors for this project. All I'm gonna say is I might be making one of these as soon as I finish recording this video, okay? Next is Gertrude the Grumpy Chick. This is a pattern from Amy over at Curious Papaya. I was actually watching one of her pattern videos and I saw this in her pattern video, and I knew I had to share it with you because it's just such a fun take on your classic chick with the little hat too. It's just the cutest thing ever, and I know you guys would appreciate it, so I'm sharing it here, and it's free. But that leads us perfectly into our next pattern, which is my hatching chick pattern, and you can find that tutorial over here on YouTube. It is a free tutorial, and look, I might be biased, but personally I love it, and I know a lot of you do too. It's a fun little spring make. You pair that with your Gertrude the Grumpy Chick and you are set for the cute little spring projects. So I've been seeing this adorable little pocket frog all over my Instagram feed lately, and I just feel like this would only take you a couple of minutes. It's such a fun little project if you just want something mindless to work on while you're watching a movie, or you want some really great small things for your market. And it's also just a super cute little small thing that you can have out on your table if you do sell at markets. Again, so many of the patterns that I'm sharing here today would be great projects if you do market prep and you sell your crochet at markets. I know that those smaller things tend to do really well, and a lot of the things I'm sharing here today are just small, cute little things that would be perfect for that. Next up, we have this this tiny little dinosaur. I believe it's a T-Rex, I'm pretty sure, but he's just so cute, and again, so small, adorable, and an awesome pattern. So I had to include this Triceratops pattern because it is one of my all-time favorites, honestly. I know for a fact this sells really well at markets. It has personally sold pretty well for me over on Etsy, and with all that aside, it's also just a really fun pattern to make. And there's this really cool feature on their website where there's a checkbox, so every time you finish a round, you can click it and it checks off the round for you, and it's a really good way to keep things organized, especially if you're a beginner. I love that feature. I think it is so handy. I stumbled across this pattern on Pinterest, and I thought it was such a fun twist on your traditional sea turtle pattern that you might see, and this is a really cute little flower turtle. So there's a daisy variation and there's also a rose one, and I just think this is such a fun, cute little spring project, and seriously, I'm blown away that this is a free pattern because it looks pretty detailed and I love it. This is another one I really want to make. If you're new to my channel, you might have not heard me talk about this pattern yet, but I actually had the pleasure of designing a pattern in collaboration with Hobie, and his name is Wade the Umbrella Octopus, but he's also a free pattern over on Hobie's website. I absolutely love this pattern. I love octopuses. I don't know the plural of octopuses, oops, but I think it's such a fun little sea creature, and there are so many different color combinations with sea creatures like this, so I think it could be a really fun one to make in a bunch of different variations. I have absolutely loved getting to see some of you crochet this for yourselves, and all of your octopi, I think it's octopi, I'm pretty sure it is, but all of them have turned out so cute, and I highly recommend this pattern. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I think you'll like it too. You could also crochet some of these marshmallow bunnies, and this would be a really great one if you have a bunch of pastel yarns in your stash. It's a really great way to use up a bunch of those colors and work on some spring projects. This is another one where you can really just have fun with all of the different colors. You can make it in so many different pastel variations, and it's also just another great make for this spring. I've been seeing this adorable little cat all over Pinterest, and it's for good reason. I think people really love this pattern, and this is another one that I want to try soon, but this is a no-sew cat, and it's just so tiny. I think it would work up relatively quickly, and it would just be a really great little project. Okay, so this is another one of those on this list that I might be making this evening, if not like as soon as possible, because I have never made an elephant before, and this elephant in particular I think is just so cute. Like, it seriously blows me away that patterns like this are free. I just think they're so amazing, so I highly recommend this. I'm gonna try it myself soon. I know for a fact. I've got all sorts of gray yarn behind me that I can use, but even if you don't want to use gray yarn, that's the fun thing, is you can kind of make an elephant in whatever color you want, but I'm excited to try this one for sure. Okay, so here's another one that I'm obsessed with. This is a little alien, and I feel like using some Parfait Chunky and Key Lime would be the perfect yarn for this project. I just think he's so cute and small, and it's just a must. It's a must, and I'm making this one as well. So look, I might start to sound like a broken record at this point, but let's not forget that I'm the one that made this list. This is another one that I will be making as soon as possible. This little blobfish is the cutest thing ever. I don't know how this is the first time that I'm seeing this pattern. I love this idea, and it looks so simple, so cute to make. It doesn't look like it would take much time at all, and I'm just so excited to start working on this pattern, and I feel like a lot of you will like this as well. I just think it's so silly and funny. It's just such a good idea. I can't stop looking at him. I think he is the cutest, and it's just a matter of time until you see me make this. It's kind of crazy to say this, but I have never crocheted a jellyfish. I feel like a jellyfish is just one of those things that every crocheter has made at one point or another. I know they were kind of a big deal a few years ago. I feel like everyone was making them, but if you have not crocheted a jellyfish either, this is your sign to make one, and I think we just need to both crochet them together because this pattern looks absolutely adorable. In sea creatures in general, I think it's really fun how you can do so many different color variations. Like, I think it'd be so fun to make the tentacles each a different color, or make a really pastel one or a neon one. I just love these little jellyfish, and I think they're so great. I've been seeing so many people make this little goose, and I did not realize that this was a free pattern, and not only is it a goose, but it also includes a mallard modification, so this is a really, really great one if you're looking for a free pattern, and I love that it gives you the option to make either one. So this is a pattern that I have made before and I absolutely love it. It's this really cute little mushroom boy, and you can even add a booty on him if you want to. I just think it's super cute. I actually gave this to my sister and she is obsessed with it. She has it on her nightstand and she loves this, so I highly recommend trying this out for yourself. I love this designer's patterns and I'm gonna share a couple more with you. The same designer also has this really cute turtle that comes with a removable shell. This is one of those patterns that I have just been meaning to make forever. I think it is so cute, but I highly recommend this one. Again, I love this designer's work, so it's gonna be a 10 out of 10. I think we can confidently say that here. And then we also have this no-sew hippo, which again, so many of us love the no-sew patterns. They can be really handy if you are market prepping or you just don't love to sew. A hippo is another one of those animals you can make in so many different colors, so I love this pattern idea and I think it'd be so fun to make. We also have these little birdie pops from the same designer. You can make them in a bunch of different types of birds. Personally, my favorite is the mallard because I just love mallards, but their little heads pop up and I just think they are so cute. And along with that, the same designer also has a pattern for this thick toad. I think he's so cute. He almost looks like a little bullfrog. He's really small and he works up super quick. I have actually made this little frog before. I believe I used some Chenille Home Slim in that really pretty sage green or olive green color, and it just turned out so perfectly. It was one of my all-time favorite tiny crochet projects that I've ever made. This chicken reminds me so much of the Sardi Valley chicken, so I had to share it with you. As we know by now, the 1.6 update just came out, so it is the perfect time to crochet yourself a little blue chicken, a little void chicken, or honestly just a regular chicken is great too. But I'm really excited to try this one. I love the way it looks. I think it's so cute and it's free. This is another pattern that I have never seen anybody use before, but when I saw it, I was honestly shocked because I think it is so cute and it definitely deserves more love. It's this really cute little blue lobster, but again, you could make this in a red or a pink or really anything. I just think it's such a cute and tiny little pattern to try. We also have this tiny little shark, which again, I think is just so cute. This pig is another one I've been meaning to try forever. I just feel like it is the perfect little pig. You couldn't want anything more out of a pig crochet pattern. I love this. It looks relatively simple, looks pretty beginner friendly, and it is on my list for sure. And I cannot believe we are already at the end of this list, but this pattern is last and certainly not least. This is this really cute little slug. I believe it's also called the snuggle slug, and it just looks so cute and huggable, and I love the idea of a little slug, and its eyes I think are so funny. And again, this is another one that you can make time and time again with so many different yarns and so many different colors, and the options are really just so endless. And I think it's so fun when I can reuse the same pattern and make something completely different with a bunch of different yarns and a bunch of different colors. I can't believe that was already 30 patterns that I just mentioned with you right now. I feel like that went by so quick, but those were 30 free crochet patterns. I hope you enjoyed hearing about them. But like I mentioned, there are so many free crochet patterns out there. So if you have a favorite free amigurumi pattern that you really enjoy that I didn't mention here, feel free to drop it in the comments so that you can share it with me and the other crocheters in our community. I know we will all very much appreciate it because again, that's what we're all about here. I think all of us like to crochet. I'm pretty sure that's safe to say. I still am just so blown away by all the amazing free patterns that we have in this community. I feel like we definitely need to show these designers some love because it is so nice of them to share all of these things for free with us. I seriously appreciate it, and I know a lot of you do too as well. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and found a little bit of inspiration here. Definitely let me know what your favorite crochet pattern was that I mentioned, and if you made it to the end of the video, comment the strawberry emoji and the frog emoji so that you can remind me I need to crochet that strawberry frog. But in all honesty, I have a feeling that by the time you're watching this, I probably have already crocheted the strawberry frog, but let me know you made it to the end of the video and I will definitely thank you in the comments. And with all of that being said, make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, and I will see you next Monday. Bye!